There have, of course, been artists who've been very closely associated with the gallery. So Sailoz, Mookherjea, Jamni, Chugtai, those pre-independence artists in Bengal school to begin with. Also, Delhi, there was a very important phase which was between the Bengal school and the progressive artist movement in Bombay, which is the 1930s and the early 40s. There was this whole section of Delhi Shilpi Chakra artists like B.C. Sanyal and K.S. Kulkarni, Bimal Das Gupta, who played a very important role in that whole scene of Delhi becoming like an important art scene. And those people, again, I feel don't get talked about enough. Like there's the progressives and there's the Bengal school, but there was this whole group in between which made Delhi the epicenter. And then, of course, there was Neo Tantrism in the 70s and 80s. And after the Sailoz and the Jamani era in our gallery, F.N. Souza and Swaminathan were two artists that played a very major role. And Swaminathan, more than just being an artist, he was also mentored or played that role of a guru to a whole generation of artists at that time. So Manjeet Baba, Manu Pare, Karpita Singh, Paramjeet Singh, all Bikash Bhattacharya, they all sort of came to the fore around that time, and I'm happy that the gallery played that role in supporting them. Today, of course, that challenge becomes bigger because at that time still, there were fewer galleries and there were fewer artists and there was like a strong community. So everyone was kind of in touch with each other, or it was easier to curate this. Today, the landscape has expanded a lot. I know it's like also there are newer mediums, there are installations, there's photography, things like fabric have become very popular. Textile and fabric is a major part of art today. So sometimes the curation becomes difficult because there's so much to curate from. Like I said, it's exciting times ahead because different cities, different sort of platforms are developing for visual arts. And like I said, the good and bad part is that it's become such a vast sort of scenario where you have so many different mediums, so many different things happening. So it does become challenge to pick and choose what you want to focus on. But nonetheless, I do think that our gallery could continue playing an important role in sort of course, developing younger artists, but also putting forth artists which have historical importance and have not got the right sort of critical acclaim or the right sort of. So I do feel a lot of people forget to emphasize on this mid-segment, which have contributed largely. So I do think for our gallery, that's an important aspect, that we would continue to focus on a lot of these artists who've had that sort of historical significance and haven't got that sort of a due that they deserve.